Hello, how are you? I hope you're good. Welcome to April's TBRvatar. We don't go the same places that we used. If you're new to TBRvatar, I will link the whole playlist down below so you can familiarize yourself with the game is. Going to briefly tell you how my March went. It went okay actually. I'm making like a face, but it went okay. Like, I did not read everything though. I did not read everything. Are we still waiting for me to do that? Have I ever done that? I don't know. This month is not that month. I think I did, but that was only because I also just had fewer books that month. Anyway, The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, or Evelyn if you're going by the audiobook. So this is the book that actually gives me an extra spin, or a respin actually. I did finish this one. I gave it 3 stars. It was okay. This is like a Groundhog Day murder mystery type of situation, and you're also just not sure what is happening until the last 100 or so pages when things start like trickle in. I do think that a little bit more payoff earlier on would have helped this book a lot. I think the author plotted this masterfully, but I don't think there was enough intrigue and reward for me going through this because this is a long book. It felt like it could have been at least 200 pages shorter, and possibly that would have been even better. But it did make me think a lot about, what makes them human, about memory, and how does that factor into your personality? Are you a different person if you don't have the memory? A lot of things, basically. I don't want to say too much, but just like random stuff I thought a lot about. So very much 3 stars, Then we had The One. This is the one that got a Netflix adaptation recently. I watched that entirely different. You can basically watch it without having had read the book, and the book is still so different that you can still read the book and not know anything about it. But it is about a world where you take a DNA test to be matched with your soulmate. And in the book we follow 5 different strangers who are somehow involved with this test, like the match. They either took the match or it was taken for them. One of them is a serial killer, one of them is like married not to their match, one of them is matched with a gender that they didn't think they were attracted to, and it was good. I liked it, I enjoyed it. Remember, first 3 or 4 stars, I will insert it here. I wanted a tiny bit more intrigue, but I did actually enjoy it overall. But even though I like the premise of this one more, I think I like the one a little bit better. And I wanted to pick up and continue reading The One more than I wanted to pick up Evelyn Hardcastle. But they were both good reads, but none of them were like amazing. Makes me want to stay up all night kind of reading. And the last one I properly finished was Die, and this was a win. I loved it, read it in one sitting. Obviously it's a graphic novel, but I sometimes stop, I don't normally always read the graphic novels in one go. I loved it. I loved it so much. It probably is still 4 stars. It didn't really change anything in my mind. I'm not gonna think about it too often either. I am so pumped to read volume 2 whenever I get a hands of that. Really, really loved it. It's basically a D&D type of roleplay Jumanji, but make it very sad and depressing, and that's this one. And oh, I love it, and the artwork is so beautiful. I really love it. Love it. Would highly recommend if you have similar taste to mine, or if you just want an RPG Jumanji kind of stuck in a world playing a character, not wanting to be stuck in the world playing a character. I like that trope in general. We really enjoyed watching Sword Art Online, the first season. The second season got real weird, so I stopped watching it, but that kind of trope is a favorite of mine, so it's actually not surprising at all that I like it. Now the next book, I'm gonna treat as a DNF, even though I'm not DNFing it, but for the game, I'm not gonna go forward, but I'm not gonna punish myself, because I did go through more than half of it. And I do hope to finish it in the next couple of days. So it's technically it's gonna be finished. Don't worry, it's gonna be finished. I just haven't at the point that I'm filming, but I'm currently here, so I have this bit left, and that's Nevermore. And now please don't be mad, but this is why it took so long to even try reading it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the book, but it just doesn't call to me to pick it back up. I don't really. Oh, I feel so bad because I know this is such a favorite. Please don't be upset. I can definitely see the appeal. It's very whimsical, it's very friendly, it's like a lot of friendship stuff in there. It's about belonging and wanting to be seen and wanting to leave a mark, and there are some bits that are really cute and really wholesome. It's a tad too whimsical to me. There's literally nothing wrong with it. I just don't feel like I care, or that I want to be in there, or that I want to know what happens next, and I don't care. I don't feel it, guys. I don't feel it. I don't have any issues with it. That's definitely like, it's me, not you. I'm not giving up on middle grade, but so far it's just not been good for me, and I feel like it's definitely a genre that it will be hard for me to find a favorite, I think. And so please don't be mad or upset about with me. I am trying, and I'll continue trying. I still have a couple of books that I do want to try. You know, I'm still not gonna write off the whole like bloody genre. Like, I might still find something that I enjoy, but I feel like just people gonna be so mad. I still might continue with the series. I don't know, depends. Like, I still have like 130 or something pages left, so you know, I might start caring. For the second time with this author now, I didn't get to read this book, even though it's one of the most anticipated from the TBR. I need to stop doing that. I need to start reading the books that I'm most excited for and not saving them till the last. This is what I do with food. If I have like a plate of food, I'll eat the stuff I'm least excited about and then keep the stuff that I'm most excited about. Insert that joke of like, oh, do you know I want to eat that? And then steals it. Just to like finish off on like a very tasty pick, you know. I do that with books, I notice, in the monthly TBR, and it's so dumb because a month runs out and I'm out of time. Oh god. To be thought fortunate by Becky Chamber. And you know what? I want to put this on the TBR again, so I'm not gonna put this anywhere far because god damn it, I need to read this novella. Her first book in the series of Wayfarers, I know this is separate, but the first Wayfarers is one of my absolute all-time favorite books. So like, what am I doing? I'm snoozing on this and I need to get over myself and just read it. I only move up 3 steps this month, but that's not too bad actually. 3 steps is solid. So let's move on to the board. Move the 3 said steps, even though wherever I land, I'm not gonna do that step, but I'm gonna land on it. I don't know even where I'm standing now, but and let's go and do the first spin and get cracking. Okay, so this is where I'm at, and then if I move 1, 2, 3, we don't want a 1, but I do have respins, so it doesn't matter. 5 would be great. I would get the Die Volume 2. You have a respin, so we're safe. I'm not too worried. Okay. A 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, Secret Tunnel! Why did I thought that was bad? Secret Tunnel! Hell yeah. Yeah, Momo? Cute. Okay, the first prompt. Upside down. Iroh! Read a book where the main character is an adult and then it's an extra spin or a respin if it's an elder. Do I go safe and like pick one that I have to fit in for the Patreon read, or do I go with the one that I'm hoping I'll still be able to fit in my Patreon read and the read review read here. Whoopsie daisy. I'm gonna go for it. Okay, let me get it. I'm gonna finally try and read my first Frederick Beckman, because I've been saying that I will for forever, but this is And Every Morning the Way Home Gets Longer and Longer. It is a short one, very short one. It's a novella, but the main character is an elder, so I'm getting an extra spin. But this is supposed to be really heartbreaking, so we'll see how I do. But it says Grandpa and Noah are sitting on a bench in a square that keeps getting smaller every day. The square is strange but also familiar, full of the sweet scent of the hyacinths that Grandma loved and loved to grow in the garden. I think it's also about memory loss. I'm not quite sure, but I feel like it's also on memory loss, so pray for me. Pray for me and my emotions. I need to actually read a little bit about the read review one because I can't remember what it is about. Okay, let's go get second prompt. I still have my respin. Okay, so we have kind of a clear path, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would just be bad because that's my cabbages. But we have that respin, so we're not too worried actually, and everything else is fine. Okay, we are gonna use the respin card. 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Fire Nation, word fire in the title or fire on the cover. Oh, wait, this is perfect. Thank you, cards. I knew I can do it. So the Read Rate Review book is actually Fire Heart Tiger, and it has both fire in the title and fire on the cover. However, sadly, this is actually like the respin option is for horror or thriller, and this is like a fantasy novella, so I don't get that, but that's okay. I'm just happy that I fit that in. This is a novella about a princess that is sent away as a hostage to the powerful faraway country of Tiri as a child. Now she's returned to her mother's imperial court, haunted not only by memories of her first romance, but by worrying magical echoes of a fire that devastated Furious Royal Place. Tan's new role as a diplomat places her once again in the path of her first love, the powerful and magnetic Eldris, who knows exactly what she wants, romance from Tan and much more from Tan's home. So there we go. We have 2 books, 2 novellas. So far, so good. We can still actually stand on my cabbages, but hopefully we won't. That would be 3. 4, 5, 6, 7 is a cabbage pot. And then 8 is fine. 1. I mean, not ideal, but that's okay. Prompt number 3. We're moving really slowly on the board. Ooh, TBRvatar, a book you got because you heard good things about it from the community. We've had this card before, which is fine, but it is funny because obviously there's a whole deck. I can 100% fit that other book that I was talking about in here, so let's go. And it doesn't have a respin thing. And that's The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. This is a sci-fi adult fantasy. I'm a little bit afraid if it's gonna be very confusing, but hopefully not. This is the way the world ends for the last time. It starts with a great red rift across the heart of the world's sole continent, spewing ash that blots out the sun. It starts with death, with a murdered son and a missing daughter. It starts with betrayal and long dormant wounds rising up to fester. This is the stillness, a land long familiar with catastrophe, where the power of the earth is wielded as a weapon and where there is no mercy. I've been trying to get to this book for forever, and I 100% saw this in other people's like favorite videos. It fits the shoe, and we're finally getting to this. Well, now similar situation, but 2 and 6 instead of 3 and 7. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not too bad. Is the 4th one already? I feel like we're going quickly today. Okay. Zuko's Lost Ponytail. I don't even remember making this. Read something that has 100 pages or less. Okay, you know what? I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad at all. Maybe, as I said, this was gonna be the first one I actually finish all of it, but now I'm kind of sad that I used up those novellas because I don't know if I have any more. What? Oh my god, wait. I'm an idiot. This. Obviously this. This. Obviously, from last TBR. This is a novella month plus 1 massive book, but whilst I'm happy to read this, I'm slightly worried because I'm not a biggest fan of short stories, so I'm like conflicted. Again, it's for fire, so I wouldn't get a respin, but that's okay with me. That's okay with me. Sometimes I'm just, maybe I need a new reward for the extra prompts because the respins, like, they're handy, but I kind of like not having an option to respin sometimes because it's more like stressful when I spin on it. Clearly I'm seeking that. So if you have a good idea as to what I could get instead of a respin, maybe like an extra step, but that would probably end the board quite quickly. But maybe an extra step, I don't know. Okay, so what is the situation? 2 would be bad, but exciting. 3, 4, 5 would be great. Buy a book. 6, 7, 8, horrible. So 7. That's a 7, right? It's not an 8. Right, Zeus? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we don't get to buy a book, but we also don't get the storm. So, you know, you win some and you lose some. Okay, so all cards this time around. We have ended up in the air training quarter. So we moved up quite a bit. 5th and final prompt for the month of April is Ang, read a book with the chosen one trope. Do I dare? Logan! Would you say that Stormlight has a chosen one trope?
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. Thanks. Okay, so I think I'm gonna try and attempt this. I think I'm gonna try and do the Way of Kings Part 2. As you know, they're released as one book, but in UK in paperback they released as two. Wanted to continue right after I finished the first part, which is not really like, you know, a first book, it's half of the first book. But I didn't, and I don't want to wait too long because then I'll need to reread the first half. And I don't really want to, so I'm gonna try and read this, and I'm actually kind of in the mood for it, and I will definitely do the reading with the audiobook method, like both reading physically and listening, so hopefully that will also be super helpful for me to get through this. It kind of will all just depend on how the month goes. March was interesting. Like, a lot of things happened in my personal life in March that I just didn't have a lot of time to read because of that. Not health for once. But that wasn't great either. but no, there's something else that took a lot of my time. As well as this, I mean, if they're good and if they're keeping my attention, then it won't be a problem. It's only a problem when I'm like semi-slumping, which I feel like I've been a little bit in March. I didn't read anything apart from Die that really grabbed me and, like, you know, kept me excited. So that didn't really happen. But we have Chonkers and we have Thin Boys. There's another one, but I don't have it yet. But I can buy it because rules say that I can if it's for a book club. But yeah, this is what we're working with. I don't know. What do you guys think? Make your predictions as to how I'm gonna rate each of these. It would be really fun for me to see. So if you have time and if you want to, please make a prediction as well as telling me what I should change the respin option for. And I would also like to give the warmest of welcome to the new Moony families, which is my Patreon. Those are the members who have joined in the month of March, and so April is their first official month. So the warmest of welcome to the new Moon Messenger, Sarah. Thank you so much for your support. I really hope you will enjoy your monthly bookmarks and owl post. And another super warm welcome to the Moon Watchers. So we have Michaela, Abby, Trina, Liz, Colleen, Ashley, Yahaira, and Amy. Thank you so much. I hope you will enjoy the Spacies as well as the Moony bookmark. And thank you for everyone for watching and commenting and liking and subscribing and every and any way that you show your support. It really is appreciated. Hope you have a wonderful month ahead of you. Happy springtime, if it is spring in your wherever you live. Thank you so much. Happy reading, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Let your hand go.